What's up everyone? Welcome to Henry's Kitchen. Today we're gonna be making pho on Christmas Eve, alright? So come over here, let me show you the ingredients real quick, okay? So first off, we got the oxtail, the essential. We got the bean sprouts, Thai basil of course. And then over here we got the star anise. You can't make no pho without no star anise, right? Then we got the other spices like cinnamon stick, we got the cardamom, and then here we got the rock sugar right here. A much richer sugary profile in comparison to just regular cane sugar. And then we have the fish sauce. The main two pack of punches right here, sriracha, hoisin, and then just to pack up all the spices, we got these cloth bags, so all the spices won't get loose in the stock. And then here, of course, we got the onions, ginger, green onion, and lime. Alright, so the very first step, just to be safe on time, I have two stock pots boiling right now. This one right here is going to clean the beef bones. We want to clean the oxtails so that the broth at the end is very clean and clear, okay? Now this pot right here, I have a stock pot full of water. This is where all the goodness and magic is going to happen. That's all the good pho broth is going to be cooking right here. Alright, so now we're gonna chop up the onions and the ginger so we can put them in the broiler so we can just really amplify the smell and the odor and the taste. So the ginger is all chopped up. Now we're gonna put it in this pot right here. This pot right here is gonna be used to clean the oxtail. And what the ginger does is it brings out all the contaminants out of the beef. We don't want none of that gunk. Okay, so we got the onions cut in half, but before we toss it into the broiler, just to give it a nice char, make sure you take off this outer skin layer so that when it crisps up, it doesn't flake out everywhere, okay? Okay, onions and gingers are all ready to go. So we're gonna pop it into the broiler, and after 10 minutes, we're gonna give it a turn so that all sides are evenly charred. Kaboom. In and go. First stock pot, the water has come to a boil. So right now we're gonna go ahead and toss in all these oxtail bones so we can get a thorough cleanse. Ugh, look at that, messy bones. So we're gonna boil it until the meat has started to, as you can see, right when I put it in, you have all these stuff floating to the top already. We want to get all that stuff out of the bones so we have a nice clear broth. And by putting in the ginger, not only will it give it a deeper cleanse, but add a little bit of a cleaner taste. And you want to make sure all the bones are submerged on the water. So as you can see, after we put in the bones, the water has really chilled down a little bit, you know. So right now we're just going to wait until it comes to another boil. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. We're going to check on the onions and ginger. So yep, it's got a little char on it, so we're going to give it a little turn. Just so that all sides get an even browning. And in we go again. Back to the oxtail. Come check it out. It's been about 5 minutes, and as you can see, the water has turned completely brown. And on the side, you can see the foam just forming around the corner, or not the corner, but the sides of the rim. And don't worry about overcooking the meat, because in 10 minutes or so, the meat is still definitely not going to be cooked. So don't worry about losing too much flavor. The important thing to do here is really clean out the beef so that your broth is nice and clear. The onions and ginger are done. Alright, looks nice and good. So we're just going to put it on a baking sheet for now and let it cool down. Been about 11 to 13 minutes or so, and the top is just caked with some nasty gunk. So right now it's about ready to strain and clean in the sink. going. As you can see, even though we've thoroughly boiled the oxtail, there's still a lot of gunk on it. So what we're gonna do is just wash it in a cold rinse and really get all that gunk off. You see the benefit of having the stock pot going already? The water's already boiled. So here we got our clean oxtail bones. Now we're just gonna drop it in one by one. Yeah. The spices. Come check it out. Okay. First off, we're gonna need some star anise. Here I've got a pack. There's about 10 of them. You don't want to put any oil, because we're just gonna char it up. So go ahead and dump all the star anise in there, and then we're gonna put 2 sticks of cinnamon sticks. Nice, sweet, and fragrant taste. And then here I have some cardamom powder. And if you know cardamom, here it says right here, aromatic and floral. So I'm just gonna give this a little char, even though it's a powder. I'm just gonna char it up a little. It's almost like a dry marinade for the star anise. Alright, smelling the broth already with just the beef bone. I'm really picking up the scent. It smells really good. Alright, we're gonna add the onions and ginger in next. So here, we got the onions that we charbroiled just earlier. Gonna dunk it in. Onion and ginger. Onion and ginger. So with the stock pot, I brought the heat down to a low so the beef bones don't overcook. And here I got the charred cinnamon stick. I'm just gonna drop it in. Now we gotta bag up the spices. So here I got a spice cloth bag, and I'm just going to put all the star anise in here. Now the benefit of having one of these is because the spices are so small, you don't want to have these all scattered throughout the entire soup, alright? It's never good to have a really nice soup with little bits of sandy spices here and there, so boom. And then we're gonna tie it up, voila. And then drop it in the pot, just like that. I also had some dried cardamom in this pan, so I'm just gonna scrape it in. Nothing to waste, really. Okay, final steps. Here we have the rock sugar. Got about 1 inch of it, and like I said, it has a really nice flavor profile in comparison to regular sugar cane. So we're gonna just pop that in. Now the next step is to add just about two teaspoons of salt, because we don't want to overpower the soup base. And then here we got the fish sauce, right? The fish sauce. And here we're gonna add about 1/2 cup. So I think that's gonna be about where that line is right there. So I'm just going to, like Salt Bay. Alright, check where we're at. We still got ways to go. A little bit more. Just a couple more. And that looks good. So we're just gonna let this simmer for about 4 hours now, 4 to 5 hours. And occasionally just skim off the nasty gunk on the top. As you can see, it's still forming because of the oxtail. And give it a little taste after about 3 hours or so to adjust for flavor. And we will be ready to eat. Holy! Come check this out. Alright, so it's been simmering on a low heat for about 1 hour now. And as you can see, the water color has changed from a clear to more of like a brownish color that you see in your traditional pho, okay? Oh my goodness, it smells so good. If only I could whiff the smell, the aroma, oh my goodness. Everything seems to be going just perfectly. And if you can see, I have the pot boiling without a lid, so here's where it was. It dropped about a quarter of an inch worth of water. So I might add a little bit more water to it just because I feel like the stock might be a little too rich for me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna add a little bit more water and then skim off this layer of fat. And we'll be ready in about 4 hours. See you then. Oh right, I gotta say, for the first time making pho, this looks legit. It's been simmering for about 5 hours on a simmering heat. So basically right now we've tasted the soup and it tastes just right for me. It's still a little bit not at the right saltiness level, but I don't want to contaminate the soup too much. So I'm gonna leave it as is, and when I prepare the soup for my own bowl, I'm gonna add my own sriracha and hoisin sauce to flavor it up. And for the noodles, this is what I got for the noodles right here. I got the PHO noodles right here. A lot of them, and basically I'm just gonna blanch them in this boiling hot water for about 10 seconds. Alright, so this is what our bowl of pho looks like. Got half the onion, got oxtail, got some ribeye, and then we decided to throw in some fish balls in there to upgrade it. Got my cilantro, basil, bean sprout noodles underneath. Now I'm just gonna top it off with the magic sauce right here. This is the moment of truth. This is because I made so much broth, I can always refill it whenever I want. You see how I mentioned how after removing all the scum from the beef bones, we have really clean and clear broth right here. So it's going to be very flavorful, but at the same time we won't catch a lot of nasty stuff in our mouth. The moment of truth right here. First time making pho. Let's see how this tastes. The broth goes first, okay? Nice clear broth. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna lie. Tastes like the legit restaurant. One more taste, right? Very beefy, citrusy from the lime and basil. Now we're gonna give the noodles a test, right? Looking real al dente right here. Just perfect. Alright everyone, hope you guys like this pho video. Make sure you give it a try. This is my very first time making pho, but you should do it too. Until next time, we out. Peace!